order to close the gap, we tend to come back down and kick it.
Yeah. Yep.
Instead of letting everyone come to you.
Right.
And I always tell my friends this, like, those who are supposed to come will come, but everybody can't come.
Everybody can't go.
So
everybody ain't supposed to do that.
You got to go do and lead by example and do what you're supposed to do. And everybody's supposed to come, they going to trickle in.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Humble Pie Podcast. I'm your host, Veese Jones. Of course, I'm joined by my big bro, Wallace Dallas. How you living, bro? How you doing?
You know, gang shit.
Whole lot.
What I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
That's all I really know.
We
you know
back.
What I'm saying? I just know we back.
We back, gang.
Every week we consistent.
And we back with a special guest, y'all.
Another special guest.
Now, she say, we going to let y'all tell her where she from, but the owner and creator of Beats That Play.
Okay.
Miss Jackie B, y'all give it up for her. Yeah.
Hey, guys.
So before we get into that and get our guests going, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. You feel me? Hit that notification button, man.
And subscribe.
Got to.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Cause we see y'all watching, but not subscribe.
Yeah.
So it ain't making sense to me
Fact.
why y'all like
nothing
something
to
so
hit the
much.
button, guys. Go ahead and subscribe.
Shit is free.
You see what I'm saying? Really free.
Cause I will slide if I had to. That's all I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Threatening for likes.
I mean,
Yeah, we on that.
It is what it is.
Bro pulling up.
I'm pulling up.
You pulling up.
You didn't like my shit.
What Pat Bev say?
Get out.
You subscribe to my podcast? You subscribe to the pod? Hey, Pat Bev was real intentional about that. We on that. We on our Pat Bev shit. All right. Enough of that. We sorry. You have the floor. I guess Miss Jackie B. Let the people know how they can follow you. Tap in with you.
You guys can follow me at Just Jackie B. Everything is at Just Jackie B without the T. So JUS Jackie B. For Beats That Play Sport, beatsthatplay.com, you'll find everything from 101 Ways to Play to our training programs to our apparel and workout equipment and everything like that. So
Okay, that's what's
easy and quick, keep it seamless.
Yeah, okay. Beast at Play. So
Beast at
Jackie,
Play.
firstly, thank you for coming on the show.
Of course.
I appreciate you for chopping in with us. We want to start right off. Let the people know where you from, and then we're gonna get into the show.
You want to know, y'all see his face? It's because he's ready to judge me. He's ready to say some things. So listen, I grew up on 72nd and Ashland, but I am very much a suburb girl.
Okay.
So my grandma, we had a house on 72nd and Ashland. Literally, my grandma had the attic. My mom and my uncle Kendall and all the kids had the second floor. My auntie Ruth had the first floor. So I literally played Barbie dolls in my front yard, played double dutch across the street with my cousins. I was very sheltered in this very black picket fence. Okay,
A black picket fence.
Look, the black steel fences, the 6 foot joints on 72nd Ashland. But I am very much a suburb girl. So I always talk like this because no one wants me to. Like you can't be from the city. They're like, no, you're from the suburbs. And you're like, okay, guys, cool. But I am a suburb girl. That's all my adolescence, my high school, like when I started kicking it, all of that, you know.
So you're a
really
suburbanite. It's cool.
Where you grew up
It's cool. It's cool.
What suburb?
But I'm a gangster though, so don't ever play.
Oh shit.
What suburb?
Yeah.
So south suburbs, a little bit of everywhere. Linwood, what's it called? Richmond Park, Matson.
Oh, you in the rich people area. That's the south. That's a 200. That's a 200.
So let's talk about it.
Michael Jordan lived out there.
Wait. Let's talk about it.
Or was that Marcus?
I might be Marcus
That's
Jordan.
the illusion of the burbs, though, because the whole thing, 90s, early 2000s, your parents are like, oh, get out the hood, go to the suburbs.
Right.
And then you get there and you're like, this is the hood. Hold on.
That's because the whole hood went to the suburbs.
Yeah. And then, but also the poverty line is it's still low. The income is not there. So at the end of the day, it's just like you just moved from more space, more
Right. The only thing you gained was a white accent.
Actually, I left the city with this.
Really?
My thing about that is when we put white on articulation, it's I'm like, it's befounding to me.
But where does that come from?
It's crazy to me though, because it's like we taught these people how to talk. We taught them how to speak. So it's just like, why are we so? Because I can shoot the shit with y'all. Y'all want me to turn my slang on?
We want you to be
interview?
just Jackie B.
That's you.
That's why
That's
my name
that.
is that.
That's why that we want you to be
That's
just
exactly
Jackie
why
B.
my name is that, because it's just like I told y'all, I'm a gangster, but like I act like this, I talk like this.
And so like when
Just Jackie B.
we ask people where they from, it kind of give us an idea, at least myself, on how to approach the situation. You know what I'm saying? So growing up in the South burbs, what was that experience like? Like as far as city versus suburb?
So
Or was it a difference?
I would say I had a shelter. My life was sheltered in the city. So
Was it a 2-parent household?
It was all the people. It was a village.
Okay.
My uncle, my
10-parent
grandma.
household.
Yeah, like my uncle, my grandma,
10
my
parents.
auntie Ruth all lived in that house. My auntie Linda lived in that house at one point in time. My mother. And then when we lived in the suburbs, I had my mom and my stepdad. So I have 2 dads. I have a mom. So.
She has 2 dads, meaning one is a bonus dad and one's a biological dad. Is that
Yeah.
what you're saying? Oh, okay. All right. It's
I like
2024.
that, 'cause I call bonus
Two
dads,
dads.
I would say bonus.
It's 2024.
Yeah, 2024. Two dads mean a little something different.
That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for.
All right, you know what? Right.
Normally you clarify, but
Let's
this
clarify
time,
because you know what? Both my dads would be like, "What the fuck?"
yeah, they gonna see this.
Both my dads be like, I mean, they know I got 2 dads, but I'm just saying.
No, I get what you're
Y'all
saying.
put the
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Y'all
I'm picking up
put
what
the
you.
pause on my 2 dads is crazy.
Technically, you know what I mean? Okay, cool. So I love that aspect though. You from the South Side of Chicago. Have you? Was it Harold's or Uncle Remus?
You want to know what? Uncle Remus.
Ooh, wait, hold on. Now this is blasphemy.
I know,
You
guys.
just
Uncle Remus is the better. And you know what's so funny is I haven't had chicken in so long, I don't even eat chicken anymore. But I'm an OG in the city, so I know what I know. Uncle Remus is crispier. That sauce is hitting.
Come on.
They give you a roll.
Come
It's
on.
always
Facts.
like, come on.
Facts.
Nice
You
and,
gonna
nice
wait
and
for
saturated.
It. You gonna wait for it, but it's fire.
Facts. Hey,
Fire.
That's
Hey, you know
We
what?
can argue anytime. Sorry.
what's that? Well,
She the one, y'all.
she doing.
I only know what I know.
Facts. Well, I ain't even asked you how you was doing, bro, in the cold opening, bro. How are you today?
I'm always doing good. You gotta ask.
Facts. We hit the gym the other day too, bro.
Yeah, hey
Are
man.
you guys in the gym?
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, we in the gym for
Yeah.
sure.
What do y'all do in the gym?
Well, I'm getting back to my normal gym routine
Mm-hmm.
because I've been doing a lot of steady state cardio,
You know what's so crazy?
and I hate it.
The guys are really into their cardio these days.
There's a reason. But Jackie,
guys are into their cardio these days. Where's the lifting and things?
oh,
No,
the
no,
weight
no.
training,
The weight training
there,
too,
for
but
sure.
I haven't been doing my hit. I'm usually a hit guy, like you know.
I'm a weight trainer kind of.
The weight training.
I
So how did
just
you get
got
into that though?
I found fitness on a weight loss show. So I started in radio and production. and
Right.
things. And then I got into, after hosting radio shows, I got into behind the scenes like PA and ADing videos and things like that. And then I was minding my business, PAing on a weight loss show. And I saw 13 girls change their life through health and wellness and hopped right in. I started training, like personally, like getting myself. Because fun facts, I would be literally dropping these girls off to like sets and workouts and all this, and then like taking my per diem to go get like donuts and
Right, yeah, exactly.
bagels and whatever else I can pay for. And it was just like I was on my way up in weight, like this is post college and all those things, and I saw these girls literally shed my size. You know what I'm saying? And so once like one of the first girls' reveals came, I looked back, like I had to go pick her up by herself, and I looked at her and was just like, I gotta get in the gym. I'm not gonna be one of those people who's turning like as you get up in age. And so and I probably was at 20. It's been almost 10 years now, so 23.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
So you talked about radio just a little bit. So I want to get the folks out there who don't know a little of your background as relates to radio. So you was in radio, right? So how did that come about?
So right in my mouth. So I did radio at my college at UIC Radio.
Oh, okay.
And I just moved through
Flames.
like, the Flames, yes. I just moved
Pause.
through the college scene, and then you can't pause everything, guys. Fire, flames, all of these things exist.
I ain't gonna lie, that's probably one of the weakest names for
Come on,
a
guys.
mascot.
No, it was
Flames, that shit
Flames
trash.
is nuts.
They had so many other ways they could have went with that, and that's just
coulda did anything.
they did terrible.
But one of my friends just introduced me to a girl that needed a host like a co-host, and I started there, and then she kind of transitioned out, and I just kind of took over.
Oh, wow.
And then from there, I linked up with a few of my friends, like my homegirl Tiermy. Shout out to Tiermy. You guys watch it, Tap In Tuesday, the podcast, the show. It's amazing. But Tiermy, she linked me with a lady in Houston, and we started streaming. Like, we started streaming before we knew what streaming was.
Facts.
So it was just like we was on GMT radio, and you can, go on the website, log in, and listen to us anywhere in the country.
Nice.
And so what I used to say, because we didn't know that it was streaming, I used to tell them that I have a syndicated radio show.
Yeah.
I used to tell them I had a syndicated radio show, and then I would just put different times for the different cities. So like I'll do Chicago on Tuesday, you can watch me here, log in or here. Houston, you can watch me on Wednesday, log in here. LA, Vegas, West Coast, you can watch me here on Friday, log in here. And it'll be different websites for the one, but it'll be the same.
Yeah, same stream.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
yeah, that's dope.
But it's before people knew streaming, so it was just like, yeah.
I remember that time.
That's
that time. It was like it also was like a website, something FM that you can stream.
And listen to them. Yep.
And that was early back in the day. You was kind of podcasting before it was a thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, podcasting has been a thing for longer than people realize.
I guess it's new to me.
Since iPods came out.
Okay,
that's where the term podcast came from.
True.
So this is something technically Apple created.
Yeah, know your history. True that. So you went into the radio scene. Now you was able to interview a few celebs back in the day in the music industry. So what was that like?
So y'all, I used to be mobbing. To be honest, no structure, no nothing, just pure tenacity. I used to be mobbing, so I'd go to like your South by Southwest and the different festivals. When people would
shout out to Big Crit.
Yeah, shout out to Big Crit. When people would come into town, I would set up where I can do their interviews. Shout out to the homies. This is why I know all the promoters and stuff now. The homies used to get me in the club. I'm 18, 19 years old.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they used to get me in the club so I can get my interviews, though.
That's what's up.
And so that's how everybody knew me, is just like, me moving around, trying to just mob. I'm like, I'm Jackie B, and I just want to get this interview. Like, if I could just get 5 minutes. Like, can I get
That's
5
dope.
minutes? And it'd just be like, and everybody would be like, come on.
What? So what does that drive? What does that ambition come from? So you started with the radio hosting, and you did the celebrity interviews, and then you got started with your own business, which is Beast That Play. Like, so where do you get that drive and that ambition from?
Y'all, I'm the oldest of 13 siblings, okay?
Wow.
Pause for dramatic effect.
Right.
Zoom in.
Zoom in.
The oldest of 13.
I'm the oldest of 13 siblings. I got one older brother. He's 18 months older than me, but I'm very much the big sister, and I'm very much like leader of the band.
Right.
And so, yeah, it's just like, unfortunately, I don't have the parental structure that it's gonna take us to the mountaintop. So I'm going to do it. Like, and that's just always been my mentality. And to be honest, I'm a very like spiritually in tune person. And so when my grandfather passed away when I was 11, he came to me and said that you will take care of the family, and it's gonna everything. He told me that everything will be okay, and you will basically. The things that you would do in life will be able to take care of the family. And I just always trusted in that and knew that was true. And so I just been walking the path ever since.
That comes with a lot of sacrifice.
Yeah, but it does. But I think that like when you know how people say like acceptance is key, like when we really accept what our mission is and what our purpose is and what our goals are, it's kind of like, it is what it is.
Right.
It's like, in the Black community, you have like a lot of time the older sisters that's like, take care of the family and like have raised some kids already and all the things. You don't know that that's like this sacrifice. You just do it because this is what the things that you're supposed to do. Like,
Right, exactly.
I know these people do it. These people do it. These people before me have done it. People gonna come after me and do it. So I don't ever take stuff as like, this big sacrifice. And because I'm gonna live too. Like one thing about it, I'm very, very intentional about creating your world. And so it's like, if this is your mission and your purpose and the things that you have to do also, and then this is the things that you like, and these are your preferences, and these are your desires, and these are your whatever, it's like, this is the mission to go, but like, I also want these things.
Right.
So I'm not taking no shortcut. I mean, no crumbs in any space.
Yeah, that's what's up.
So when you say creating your own world, what does your ecosystem consist of currently?
So currently, a lot of Beats That Play. And even within Beast That Play, it's so funny that you use ecosystem because I created a business ecosystem and how Beast That Play will take us into lifestyle things later on.
Yeah.
We can't share everything.
It's
So, just stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Looking at the website, you already. I see the direction.
And I love that you do. And most people, like entrepreneurs especially, they see it because we've laid it out for you to see where it can go. But it's just like each thing is not all the way there.
Yeah.
So right now we have 101 Ways to Play, which is a show that we team up with different trainers, athletes, fitness fighters, and we get their style of training.
Yeah.
It's kind of like MTV Made, but for fitness.
That's
okay.
dope.
So it's just
That's
like,
dope.
I'm trying to be like Anthony Bourdain of fitness, and we
That's
just going
super
around
dope.
the world trying all these things, because if you look on my page and you see my workouts, you might be like, if that's fitness, I'm not doing that shit. Fuck you, girl. But if I go around and try all these things, and even some things that I'm not good at, you're going to want to do it. You're going to want to, oh, I like to dance. I'm going to do that. Oh, I can go jump on a trampoline and burn 1,000 calories. I'm going to go do that.
Yeah.
Oh, she ate this black IP burger from Soul Vegetarian. That's fire. I want to go get that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all of the things, No sponsorships, guys. I'm just be telling y'all the truth.
Right, yeah.
Like, I don't got no sponsorships. I'm just saying.
You vegetarian?
No, I'm flexitarian.
Flexitarian. That's new.
I am flexitarian, and it just means that I'm plant-based, but I reserve the right. Okay? Because you know what people do?
You straddling the fence.
You know what people do?
Flexitarian.
When you're vegan or vegetarian, people be like, can you
They
eat
so
that?
judgmental.
Can you eat that?
Yeah.
Can you eat that? And you're like, girl, you just put up at McDonald's yesterday. Please get out my face.
Right.
Like, don't do that. So
Flexitarian, I like
flexitarian
that.
for sure.
Okay. That's what's up. Wallace, you got something for? I mean, I got a few things I'm going to get into.
Well, no, but I do like the idea of that Anthony Bourdain mixing it with the sports world, going around and getting interest in getting people's eyes on stuff that they normally wouldn't see a black girl doing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And not even just a black girl, but just any, like when it comes to fitness, the mentality around health and wellness itself is warped, okay?
Yeah.
Like we know extreme fitness and extreme weight loss, or we know like we know extreme weight loss or we know extreme fitness, right? So like, even if you think about the shows, you know, like the Challenger shows, and they're super like probably can lift 600 pounds type, you know, whatever warrior type shows, and then you have like the Biggest Loser type shows. There's no like exploration shows in the middle. So the people that's just like, I just want to maintain my life, I want to have a little healthy, but I'm gonna go out and do some champagne, I'm gonna go out and do Sunday brunch, I'm gonna go out and do all these things, but I want to maintain a healthy lifestyle and something that works for me. Everybody don't want to get up and go balls to the wall in the gym the way that I do.
Not all the time.
Yeah,
not all the time.
So it's just like, if that's what fitness is and that's the only way that you tell people they can lose weight or be healthy, then they're like, I'll sit this out. Pass me the Ozempic. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not like eager to be like, oh, snap, I can go do a bunch of classes and I can set up dates with my friends. Like, because me and my homegirls, we do gym dates all the time. It's one of our favorite things to do. So we're going to do Pilates. We're going to go grab a smoothie or a protein bowl afterwards and have a good day.
That's what's up.
We might end up at a little lunch and brunch after that. Like,
you know what I'm saying? That's what's up.
That's why I'm glad I was a athlete as when I was younger as a kid, because
same.
it's easy to get back into your rhythm.
Same.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Anytime I ever fall off, I'm just like, all right, it's a blessing and a curse, because I'll be like, I can get back.
So I mentioned like when I mentioned like what your ecosystem looked like, because I want to get at like the importance of the people around you and how at this point in our lives, or when you're ambitious or when you're in the CEO space or the entrepreneurial space, it's important to have people around you that are like-minded and are just equally ambitious, because if they're not, they're going to be jealous. You know what I'm saying?
Jealous, yes, and then also not know what to do with your momentum and progression. And so I saw Snoop Dogg, an old Snoop Dogg clip that was talking about closing the gap. And he was saying that if you don't keep elevating, I mean, as you elevate, basically where you started at and your people that you started with, as you elevate, it gets the gap gets bigger. Yeah. And in order to close the gap, we tend to come back down and kick it.
Yeah. Yep.
Instead of letting everyone come to you.
Right.
And so, and I always tell my friends this, like, those who are supposed to come will come, but everybody can't come.
Everybody can't go.
So
everybody ain't supposed to do that.
You got to go do and lead by example and do what you're supposed to do. And everybody's supposed to come, they going to trickle in. And you have to be okay with that. Like, survivor's remorse is a real thing, and I have to release that a few times in life, and I'm probably gonna have to release it again at one point in time because we come from where we come from. So we all been through some things, and we have trauma bonds, and I can't leave them behind, and I can't leave him behind, and I can't, all the things. But
I say fuck them.
Yeah.
I think guys have it easier to do that. I don't know. I think guys have it easier
I don't think so.
do that.
No,
Because guys are the main ones that try to hold on to the hood, to try to keep it real.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They
bring the whole hood with them.
Right,
Yeah,
like,
you can't do
that.
Guys,
Man, I say fuck them.
established.
Because the thing is, a lot of times you have conversations with people on levels that they're not ready for. So they completely have no idea of what to do with what you say.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. They go back to the other homies and be like, man, you see what this nigga talking about?
Yeah. It sounds like bragging. It sounds like
you don't
bragging.
even realize how everyone's asset and liability, first of all.
Fact.
So you don't realize
Absolutely.
how the littlest things could blow up your spot. So you don't realize how someone just talking a little bit too much, and you know that person for 16 years. You know they always talked a little bit too much. That person is a liability. And we're not talking about, like, when I say what I'm about to say next, I don't mean like the media per se, but like let's put it on the media's perspective. That person will sell your story to TMZ.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying,
That
yeah.
person is going to go and run their mouth a little bit too much because they just want to say that they was talking or like got a story about you. You know what I'm saying? Like have something to talk about that's not of their own. And that's where it comes down to. It's not even always the jealousy thing. It's just that they don't have no business.
They don't.
And so because they don't have no business,
They gonna talk
what
about
discuss
yours.
everybody else's business.
Yeah. Yeah. So you gotta be careful of people like that. And I think people who are in those stages in their life where they are dropping dead weight, people quick to call you phony or that you changed. And like you said in that example, if you high, stay up there. Stop coming back down or start reaching back in a sense of compromising who you are to make people feel good. You know what I'm saying? Because then you slowing your dreams down. You putting holes in your boat. And the people who really fuck with you, rising tides are going to raise all boats. So they going to get with you
I'm
anyway.
a firm believer in the Jay-Z line. I can't help the poor if I'm one of them. So I got rich and gave back. That's the win-win.
Right.
Like,
Right.
I can't.
That's a bar.
Yeah, I can't
That's a
do
bar.
nothing like
A lot of people
in
don't
the
understand
same
that shit, though.
cycle. I can't do nothing in the same cycle, but I can go get it and then have resources to be able to help
Fact.
everybody else go get it.
So have you ran into like, situations like that with family or friends where, you was veering right or veering in a certain direction and people that was close to you was kind of like not seeing your vision or maybe like pulling at you?
You want to know what, guys? I have been very, very, very blessed to say that, like, my people believe in me.
That's good.
what's up.
My people believe in me, even when it's like I get bodied by like life, social issues, shit that happens, whatever. I get bodied. Like I'll literally be in my room for like a month. Like, please leave me alone, guys. And when that happens, like they almost be like pissed at me because they know my potential and they
Right.
know what
Yeah, yeah.
you know what I'm saying. So they just like, Jackie, if you just keep going,
Right.
if you just one more step, just another, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they believe in me so much. So I can't say that I've been through that. I definitely have seen it. And I've definitely seen, I have seen people count me out.
Okay.
Like, when you started with such momentum, and then, like, I've lived in a little bit of everywhere, Vegas, Miami, LA. So it's like I've had to come home, go again, come home,
Yeah.
go again, come home.
Yeah.
Like, but again, you're creating your life.
Right.
Yeah.
So I know that I can see on people's face when it's just like, count it out, and then I pull my next move, and they're like, ooh, back at 2.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then you're just like, I'm gonna do this forever, guys. So
Right.
buckle up.
So when you the type of person that got motion like that, I mean, your discernment gotta be high. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my discernment is impeccable. Thank you, God.
Yeah, because
Impeccable.
you run it. You see it all the time too, y'all. Like with like celebrities and shit. Like people fall into traps, and you be like, "What the fuck is going on? Like, how did they get into this shit? Left lane, right lane? Because they didn't have the wrong people around them."
So it's the wrong people around you, but then also accountability will take you so
Ooh.
far.
Oh.
Accountability will take you so far, so we can always blame someone else, right? But when you get to a point where everything is your fault, even if that person is wrong, everything is your fault, you win. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yeah, you have those people around you, but you're keeping them people around you. You're keeping them people around you because they feed your ego in a certain way. They make you feel like this persona that you're putting out. So you keep them around you, although they create they are low vibrational, but they feed this part of you. So it's just like when people are like, the toxic relationships or the bad friendships, and it's always like this person did this, and this person, something in you is attracted to that. Something in you possesses that same thing, because that's how we even got to this point. So really, accountability will alleviate all of that.
Now that's easier said than done, especially when you're talking about relationships. It's accountability. Let me tell you something. Accountability is not. It's not as easy as you're making it sound.
No.
Like
what I'm saying
is
it all is.
I mean, to people who want to be accountable,
right?
Yes.
See, this is the thing though. It's all easier said than done. But you know what I always tell people? Everybody's by any means necessary until when it's like time for war.
Right. Exactly.
They're never by any means necessary when it's just creating your world.
Right. Yeah.
It's literally like, yes, it is it's easier said than done, but like, how hard is it to be like, you know what? Okay, I got a story. I'm trying to use my dare words, like someone I know. No,
friend.
because this is still someone that I know. So I'm like, this is still someone that I know. But one time I'm outside. I'm outside. My phone about to die. No car. No nothing, guys. Okay, I'm outside. Okay, with the vibes. and my homegirl, we like pull up to this spot. We pull up to this spot and we go in, and I had to use the restroom really fast. And so when I go to the restroom, I go and literally put my phone on the charger and at the DJ booth. Okay, and as I'm going to the restroom, put my phone on the charger at the DJ booth. They're leaving the club. The homegirl that I came with, okay? They're leaving the club. And so she calls me. She's like, yeah, I'm leaving the club. I called you an Uber.
Damn.
On my phone. Right. It was really fast, y'all, okay?
Damn.
It was really fast. We squashed it. Don't start it. Don't.
Say, this your
hey, listen,
homegirl?
guys, not too much instigation, okay?
Okay, all right. Because
I mean,
this is years ago. Relax. Not too much, okay? I told y'all.
Damn.
Keep it cool. Because we talking about accountability, okay?
All right.
And so the thing that but you see how y'all reaction is?
Yeah.
My thing about that is, right, accountability says, well, if you charged your phone. Accountability says, well, if you drove today. Accountability says, well, if you was, you know what I'm saying? And it doesn't make or negate how I feel about their actions. It's just saying that there's ways for you to avoid the things. Maybe it's going to take a little bit longer. Maybe you should have stayed in the house for 30 more minutes and charged your phone. Maybe you should have drove today. Maybe you should have had an Uber ready. Maybe you should have, yes.
And maybe you should have stopped fucking with that friend because you saw signs of her leaving you at the club before.
Well,
actually, let's talk about those signs you saw before.
I was actually very surprised. It was no signs of that. So
No,
it really wasn't. Y'all listen. That's what I'm saying.
Listen, when homegirls go out, y'all come together, y'all leave together. That's supposed to be like a rule.
I'm talking about. It is a rule, guys. I'm telling y'all.
Not that night.
I feel bad because they gonna watch this and be like,
yeah,
but
y'all bogus as hell.
Yeah,
what's their names? What's their name? Jaquisha, Bukisha, Kilolo, them. Damn, y'all.
Don't do it, Sharkeisha.
It's Sharkeisha.
But listen, my thing about that is the accountability of it all. You
know
what
what
I'm
Yeah.
saying? And so it is easier to say, yeah, you bogus. Or you can be accountable in your own things because you can't control other people.
Facts, but in that moment, if I'm out with the guys,
no, I get what
and
you're
my
saying.
fuck leave me, bro.
Listen, go back to
we into it, gang.
That's your ego. So
where
listen,
your friend at that you was in the car with? She done struck again, y'all. Your friend that she was here with earlier, she done took off on you again. Oh
Look at
my
that.
God.
History repeating itself.
Wow.
History repeating itself in real time.
Y'all.
Let's talk about it.
I'm gonna just
Let me
play
see
this
your
video
text
for them.
message.
Know that I
sent you an Uber.
defended y'all, okay?
I sent you an Uber.
Know that I defended y'all, okay?
Damn. That's crazy. But in all
But
seriousness,
listen, so go back to
okay, go ahead. Let's finish your story.
Go back to no. Is that I told the story because I know how easy it is to point the finger at the things that society deems as right and wrong.
Yeah.
We have all made agreements with society to say this is right, this is wrong, this is pretty, this is ugly, this is the way to do it, not the way to do it. We've all made these agreements, right? And so when things happen, it's easier to be like, you broke the agreement of society. You broke the agreement of society. Instead of being like, hold on, how do I contribute to this? And when you say, how do I contribute to this for every single thing, no matter what, because this is the point of me telling the story. I knew y'all would react like this. But the point of me telling the story is like, yes, it's easier said than done, but it's possible.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
it's really like, what does it do for you not to be empathetic or understanding or accountable?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
You
I
only
feel
can win and be better. Because
feel
I'm
you.
gonna be tight. I'm tighten up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure I don't put myself in certain positions. I'm gonna make sure you know what I'm saying.
So is your phone charged right now?
My
Facts.
phone is very charged right now. First of all, y'all, you have a charger because when I plug my phone up, it says "Thanks, bitch, I'm drained." And when I unplug it, it says "Jackie, am I even charged yet?" Because
Whoa.
I'm notorious for unplugging my phone, getting on it, and not plugging it back up. I know how to come back who I am.
Oh, okay.
That's what's
All
up.
right.
Now that sounds like
All
growth.
right.
Now shout out to Just Jackie B because
That's all life is
you know
about.
we don't make it men versus women on the pod. But since you brought accountability up and since we talk about relationships,
Let's
let's
do it.
get into it.
Oh, they want to talk about relationships.
You know what I'm
You want to
saying?
talk about mama?
You know what I mean? Like accountability, ladies and gentlemen. Like, what does that look like in a relationship dynamic? Let's start there, and that is very open. So let's
What
talk
I was
about
to
it.
say, that is a very general.
That's well, you know what? It should be very general.
Yeah.
Because it starts before you actually get into a romantic
Yes.
relationship.
Yes.
It starts in the relationships that you have with yourself and the people around you.
Yes.
And then that shit bleeds over into your romantic
Because life is
relationship.
projection. And that's
Right.
exactly what I was going to say. It really does start with what we were just talking about, being accountable for yourself. Because when you can't change anybody. So when you're accountable for only your things, you can discuss how you feel. You can discuss how that thing affected you. You can discuss how you contributed to this thing. But if you're like, you did this to me, you did that, you made me feel this, you made me like, well, we can't go from there because there's no room for actual open conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're accountable, you know how much accountability takes the wind out of like the drama.
Yeah,
Like you
for
ever
sure.
it's one of my favorite things and one of my least favorite things.
What's that?
Is that my guy he always is just like, you know what? You're right. I understand exactly what you're saying. He'll what's it called? When you have to do it in English, like he'll rewrite the sentence.
Right,
He'll
yeah.
say it,
Paraphrase.
He'll say it in his
Paraphrase.
own words. Look, he'll say it in his own words. And you know what? You're right. Paraphrase what I just said, and then I'm sitting there like,
Damn, you so emotionally intelligent.
I was just ready to be.
Toxic.
I was ready, not even
I'll
but not,
curse
not-
you out again.
but like not even like toxic. But
I was
just like
ready for
I
you
was
not to
ready
understand.
for you not to understand, and me to have to explain myself, and me to have to get you to, you know, and it deflates the thing. So now you can talk about what's real.
You can move on. But that's the biggest thing with accountability. It allows you to move
It
forward.
allows you to move
allows
forward.
you.
When you're not accountable,
Exactly.
no matter what it is,
Exactly.
you're stuck in that space because
Exactly.
you're living there.
Yeah.
As soon as you become accountable for your own actions, now you can move. No matter what the fuck it is, you can move forward and say, "Oh well, that was then. I'm accountable for that, so that I never make that mistake again."
I own that.
Yeah, I own that. So let me move forward and get the fuck out of that rut.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's dope. So I'm glad we're talking about accountability. But as you was talking about it, Jack, I had this written down. This is already something I just want to pose to our guest today, and it's a very simple question. So I want to ask you, Jackie, what are simple things that women require that men struggle to provide?
Communication.
I don't agree with that, but tell us why.
Communication.
Nah, I agree.
You agree? Okay, I disagree with both of y'all. But let me
not
hear.
agreeing with that.
Yeah.
Is the,
Let me hear.
So honestly, across the board, all of my homegirls have the same problem. It is so like, you know, I'm always trying to think about how to say it. Someone I know, guys. I don't even want to put everyone's stories out there. Okay, some people I know, a couple I know. Okay.
Okay.
So a couple I know, great couple. You know, not toxic, none of the BS, right? And their biggest problem is the communication and the communication of like what you can and cannot do. Like I always tell people, I lie like my daddy. Like my daddy don't lie about real shit. He talk too fast. I can do it, and then you can't do it. And so it's like I understand that. So I understand that because I do that. You know what I'm saying? And so well, I've worked on it a lot, but nonetheless, I get when men do it. I see that that's really like that's the thing that y'all do is like I can do it because y'all are very a lot of men. It's like I can do it because y'all are natural providers. Y'all naturally want if you are rocking with a girl, y'all naturally want to be able to do the things, right?
For sure. Yeah,
And so y'all are quick to be like, I can do it. And then it's like, No, you can't.
I can fix it.
And or not at this time, or it's like the details of the things don't be there for you guys all the way. Like, and so it's not always like directly communicated. When women are more meticulous, so like we're gonna think about like if a girl say what you doing, y'all be like, oh, nothing, just running around. A girl's gonna be like, oh, I just left Target and then I'm about to go to Jewel's real fast.
And then we
I
be
got
like
a
this.
Pilates class at 3:30. But what's going on with you? Like, it's just like we're a little bit more meticulous in the details. I say that to say, when y'all are making plans, when y'all are like coordinating things or whatever the case may be, I feel like the communication and like things that make it seamless don't be there.
Well, when it comes to that, we don't care.
Well, I believe that. I always
those that kind of communication, we can care less about.
So you want to know what's so crazy is I always say he's not that
we go
into
A to Z.
That's all they know.
And skip all in between.
We know that's what I'm saying. There's no
we don't care about that.
But Wallace, you said you disagree with that too.
But the levels of communication I'm referring to is communicating on kind of like how she just said her and her guy was communicating. She said it was a problem. He said, "Damn, I realized your issue." Like, it ain't a lot of people, let alone niggas, that's gonna recognize that, because I think our new thing now is toxic. I think everything that, like, everybody has to be right. But they don't have to be right. You don't have to be right. It's okay to be wrong.
We're on the same team, though. It's not even about wrong. It's just
and two things can be right at the same time.
I would say we're on the same team, and
right.
Duality is real.
Yeah, duality is real. Yeah. And I think that's where the issue come in. The reason why I kind of disagree with you saying communication, I can't disagree with it. It's what you think. Something very similar that men can provide. I think men have arrived to a point, something that where we are able to communicate our feelings or just the day to day in general. But you are an anomaly. You know what I'm saying? Or some women are the anomaly where they can actually hear how a man feels without firing back. Well, you didn't do this or you didn't do that. Because we were talking about accountability too. And I think that's why sometimes men may struggle to communicate, let's just say with their girls, talking about relationship or whatever, or their wife or their spouse, whatever they partner.
Just to keep down bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, okay, because I know if I say this, she going to bring up 10 other things that she been waiting to say, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think
communication with the communication on both sides, because I think
that's why I say you rare in that space.
I hear women, like, I got homegirls, they're going to tell me, they're going to run a script. This is the problem, this is the problem, this problem, this problem, this problem. And I'm like, well, so when you talked about it, what'd he say?
We ain't talk about it.
We ain't talked about it. Guys, step one.
Ladies.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
I've got no shame in my game. I'm talking about it. I'm having and it does happen where I'm going to talk about it, and it is a rare case that, like, you know, my guy just be like, yeah, cool. Like, yeah, okay, this what you saying? All right, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. But I've been in relationships where it's just like, see me, hello. Like, no, this what I mean. And it's like on deaf ears. So it really is like a blessing that I have, but also I'll be losing train of thoughts, y'all.
But have you always been like that, though?
Yeah, I've always been this way.
I've always been an accountable woman.
Have I always been an accountable woman? Let's pause so that no one can say that I'm lying. Hold on. Yeah, I think I've always been accountable. You know what? Yes, I have always been accountable, because you know what? I used to get into it with one of my exes. Because he would be like, just because you're acknowledging it doesn't make it right, Jackie. And I'd be like, well, I acknowledged it, so where do you want us to go from here?
Right, exactly.
It's just like, I get it. And then my thing is, I used to be defensive with my accountability, though. So I would be like...
So is that true accountability?
I cheated, but it was your fault.
He's not the...
But is that true accountability?
No, listen. Growth, guys. I'm just telling you. I did used to be offensive with my accountability. So I'll say, yeah, I did that, but my thought process was this. So I wasn't trying to do this. So I get why you're upset, but I was thinking like this. And it wasn't... I didn't realize, like,
you were defending yourself.
Yeah, I didn't realize, like, when you do that, you're negating the fact that this person feels this way about the thing. But you know, I was young. I was like 23.
Sometimes
so
you don't
please.
give a fuck about the way that they felt about the thing, because that wasn't your intention. Sometimes,
I mean, I've dated, not in my relationships. In my relationships, I give all the fucks, but like, I've dated people where I definitely be like, I don't got the capacity for this, bro. So I don't know.
Right.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. I don't got it. So you got it. Like, relationship me and like dating me is two different.
Okay. So since you brought that up, just give us a little idea of what is it like relationship you versus the non-relationship you?
So I'm an avid believer in dating. Like I think people should date as single people. I think you should date
Multiple people or
yeah, multiple people. You
At
should
one-
date. You
one-
should be like outside, and so you don't have to fuck everyone.
I would say because if sex is involved, then that's what
No,
changes
you don't
it.
have to. No, you don't have to have
So-
sex with every single person you meet and like shows interest in you. Like
So
please.
define dating for us, because we've talked about this before, but I want to hear what you think dating is.
I think dating is literally, guys, going on dates, going to pick up people and going to do little adventures together.
Okay.
That is dating. Okay. Now, dating exclusively is you dating,
Which shouldn't
this
fucking exist,
One
but go ahead.
person exclusively. You know.
Why shouldn't it exist? Yeah. Damn. Go ahead.
Jinx, got that fucking- crisscross applesauce. You can't open your hand until I say your name. Dating exclusively is the dumbest shit ever.
That's a strong one.
No, it's really not. But this is the thing. You in a talking stage or what the fuck that means, which is dating.
Which is dating.
And then you get to the point of dating exclusively, which means you don't have a title, which means you can only
no,
date.
dating like, what do you mean not having a title? I mean, when I say dating exclusive, like that's your man, that's your girl.
Right, that ain't dating. You ain't
That's
dating no
your-
more. That's your boyfriend.
That's your boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but sometimes there are people like him that assume dating exclusively means that you are dating this person exclusively without a title.
That's
Without
crazy.
a
That's
title.
not exclusive.
So you
First of all,
situation
You're
girls?
only dating,
back in the day, hell yeah.
You're only dating this one person, and that person can't date nobody else because
But
we
that's a
dating
boyfriend.
exclusive.
That's
No, hold on.
But you ain't my girlfriend.
Hold on.
Because if I get caught with this other bitch, that's my line I can use.
Hold on.
Well, you ain't my
don't
girlfriend.
play
Well,
that.
Wait.
I don't play
We was-
that.
we was just dating.
Jackie,
I don't play that.
Jackie was kind of believing what you were saying when you were talking about me, and then she just asked me, so do you put people in situations? Have you been in situationships? I said, yeah, the old me, but this is the thing. A situationship only exists when the other person allows it to be. Because a man, we are patterned. Like we're
For sure,
we're
100%.
patterned. So you're gonna
100%.
know, so to speak, if there's someone else or something else going on.
So
what has happened?
accountability says, and this is what I always tell the homegirls when they be talking about all these men ain't shit, and it's just like, well, accountability says you keep choosing them.
Big facts. Big facts.
Say it again.
I said accountability says you keep choosing them.
You keep choosing
So
these ain't
it's
shit
just like
niggas.
Yeah.
Vice
So it
versa
ain't the niggas, it's your selection.
And niggas don't start off ain't
vice versa
shit.
to the guy. Vice versa to the guys who think all women act a certain way, and all women are city girls and
Yeah, but this
dotting
is the,
around
this
or
is
whatever
the,
the
this
case
is
may
the
be.
difference in that with guys.
Tell me.
We know when we're dating a city girl.
Oh,
Girls don't know when they ain't dating an ain't shit nigga.
Ooh, that's a bar right there.
They don't.
oh well. You know
They-
what?
but
Yeah,
this-
we know.
But this is the
No,
thing.
they know.
We
okay,
know.
right. Yeah, let's
They
be
know.
We know.
This is the thing.
Technically, you're right. They do know because they give them chance after chance after chance, and then on the fifth time they become the ain't shit nigga. But all the other four times they was just I'm trying to figure this out with him. I don't know what the fuck going on with him. No, he ain't shit. He ain't been shit since this.
He's
since
just
the first
not
time.
that into you, sis. Me and my sister always say that. Like, he's just not that into you. It literally take you doing two things that make me feel like you just not that into me. That
And
make
it's
me
one
like,
of my favorite
oh, yeah,
movies, by the way.
You want to be my cousin because you don't want to be my nigga for sure.
Because
For real.
women, sometimes women just ignore those signs.
Yeah.
Men, we don't technically put y'all in the friend zone. That's the thing women do to men.
Yeah.
Men, we're not going to put a woman in the friend zone per
No.
se. We're going to treat you like our little Like, we're going to treat you like a little something to do. So it's people, we're not going to say we friends because essentially we might want to hit. So we're
Right.
not going to put you.
No, I'm like,
hold on.
Beware. I'm
hold
like,
on.
beware of the patient
Hold-
niggas.
Hold on.
Oh, niggas
Hold
is
on.
patient.
We not gonna sis you as quick as you gonna bro us.
Right.
We not gonna do that.
No.
Right.
We might, like I said, you my little yell or my little woo wop, my little boo thing.
I've never been a little
Technically, we only
woo-wop
gonna
or
sis you.
boot. Like,
Huh?
what? I've never been a little
You,
Yes, you have.
because you don't
Yes,
know
you-
that. You
you
might have been
don't know.
that.
You definitely have.
might have been a woo wop till he made you his thing, his girl,
Right,
his man.
exactly.
You never
No.
because
You
we're
have
not.
definitely been
Listen,
something to do.
Yeah, let me
Men,
tell
we
you.
not
Every
gonna
woman-
live. Listen, we not gonna live. Men, some men, fuck that. Men, we not gonna live in a space of with a chick. We not gonna live in a space of unknown. We not gonna live in a space of question mark. We gonna know what it is, what a shorty off bat, and we gonna treat her like that. Now we might say we want
See, I'm that person.
We
I'm
might
I'm
wanna-
the same way. I'm a apply the person kind of girl.
You a
so
who?
apply the person. I've never played myself in the categories of where I put these niggas.
Mm-hmm.
I've never missed. Like you an outside nigga, I'm gonna treat you like an outside nigga.
Right.
You want to be a dog, I'm gonna walk you like one. It's okay.
Bars.
You wanna be an upstanding gentleman to me, I'm gonna be a lady.
See, that's what I brought up. That's what I brought up before.
Gotcha.
It's like
It's time to be,
if
it's time to
Gotcha.
be soft.
a man,
It's
look,
not, that's not got
No,
you.
that's-
It's, you get what you deserve.
Right,
in
right.
life.
But
If you deserve to be walked like a dog, you will be. If you deserve a nice lady across the table from you looking you in the eyes, making you feel great, you'll get that. But I'm never gonna make the nigga that deserve to be walked like a dog feel like a king. I'm not gonna do that.
Right.
See, that's where women mess up at, because they treat a nigga like a king that really need to be walked like a dog. And
No, that's what I'm saying.
And
I
the
don't
men and the
I don't
men be trying to turn the hoes into the housewives. That's where the lines
Yeah.
get blurred.
But that's
So
what we was
she a
talking about
city
earlier.
girl, but you try and turn it into a
So-
Claire Huxtable.
Right.
So that's what I was talking about earlier about people having a conversation with the wrong people, and that's why I said I don't miss. I don't
Kobe!
I don't talk to people about the things that don't apply to them.
Right.
And I don't have if it don't apply to you,
Let
that's
it fly.
not, I don't I don't discuss it. But if it doesn't apply to me, I'm not saying, I don't like when guys do A, B, and C, because the men that I deal with don't do A, B, and C.
How long you been in your current relationship?
2
Y'all
weeks.
want to hear about my whirlwind romance?
How long have you been in a current relationship?
Where you was at, Paris?
I did not say
You
all
was in
that.
Paris for the Olympics?
Let's talk about your little
lasted 2
your
weeks.
little woo wop down.
Oh, God.
Cause she just started cheesing. She started glowing. And they say, him,
Oh, him.
Mister, get it done, Mister. If he could, he would.
Mister, don't play by me.
That being said,
Don't play by
So
me.
yeah, so we back. So like I was saying, like if he could, he would.
If he could, he would.
So we gonna
And
talk
who?
about that little woo wop, the bam. You know, we gonna get into that a little bit. So, you know, you are in a relationship.
In a relationship, yes.
Okay. So does that apply to you exactly? If he could, he would. Tell us a little bit about this
No, for
whirlwind.
sure. My husband is definitely like a. if he
oh,
could, he
oh,
would.
wait, hold on.
The H word.
Damn, wait.
Oh shit.
I think I might wife her. You know,
Shit.
Rockaway suit,
Oh
baby
shit.
Bill, baby Bill
I just
Rockaway
wanna
suit,
get
white Nike.
married.
Oh no.
Meet me at the altar.
You see, first of all, fuck you talking about?
I know these so-called players wouldn't tell you this.
But he will.
Oh
I'll
no.
be real and say what's on my
I'm
heart.
gonna just let y'all ride.
Damn, cuz you gonna get us copyright. You sound just like him. You gonna get us yellow marks.
Because I'm not really big on like the whole,
Yeah.
everybody in your business stuff, right?
Right, okay.
But what I do want to talk about with my relationship is that it's about. So this is really like I told y'all, like a whirlwind. Like I'm about fell in love in 5 days. Like
5 days?
You did?
No, for real.
Monday he went away.
Y'all got
Tuesday
Damn.
things were
I was more like this.
That's
how-
I met this girl on Monday. We was making love by Tuesday.
Well, actually, I was celibate.
He bought
Sell a bit or sell a lot?
He
No,
bought
I
a
was
bit.
celibate.
Celibate.
With an A.
Celibacy. For how long?
With a year.
What caused you to
That thing was like an earring.
select
back.
celibacy?
Like an earring.
Yeah. So like,
Oh.
so I do themes, guys. Okay, I'm currently in the theme of what a difference a year makes, right? Which
Okay.
is crazy that I just found my husband. Okay, I'm just saying. And like my theme last year was last summer out. Because y'all, I really ran into like the two most outside niggas I ever dated in my life, and I was just like, you know what? It's you. You got time to go back inside.
Right.
I told y'all I'm accountable. Okay.
Outside- I've been
literally-
outside too
y'all,
much.
The first outside dude, I was just like, he's just so outside. I just can't believe. And then the second one, I said, you know what? Are you outside? I said, wait a second. You got to check yourself. I think you're outside, man.
Right, exactly.
Let's talk
Where'd
about
you meet him
getting
at? Oh, outside.
Last summer out, and I called last summer out. And
I can't wait to read this book.
no, for real. I called
actually a
last
dope-
summer
that's-
out,
that's actually a dope
and
thing.
when I called last summer out, everybody thought I was talking about like, oh, just like not being in the club, not going outside, whatever, whatever. And it's just like, yeah, a little bit of that to a certain extent, but also I have always had the vision that I've had. I've always had the mentality that I've had. But when you're, again, trying to come back down instead of keeping going, you're bridging the gap to stay around your people. You not elevating to where you're supposed to be.
Right.
So I had to get up out of there. I had to. That's what made me even leave this past time. I just left Chicago in September. So when I called last summer out, it was like, oh yeah, I'm not dealing with anything that does not serve the mission, that does not serve the purpose, does not serve what I got going on. And it's like my business is the mission and the purpose. My family is the mission and the purpose. I'm 34 years old, so it's just like it's about that time to start popping out some babies and things. And so it's just like if it does not serve the mission and the purpose, I'm not doing it, and I'm not gonna let nobody waste my time otherwise. So it's just like that's where the celibacy came from. That's where the like from September until probably my one of my best friend's birthday in March, I didn't even like wasn't even kicking it or nothing. Like it was just like let's lock in, build the credit up, build the savings up, put my stock portfolio back together, like a whole bunch of things to be able to set up and have the foundation. And so with that being said, y'all, as I'm doing these things, right? I go to Bali in September for my yoga certification, and so they had us reading these three books. You just got back?
Yeah,
we can talk about it in a second. They had us read these 3 books, the 4 Agreements, and I do recommend everybody get these 3 books. I'm not even gonna lie to you. The 4 Agreements, which most people hear about, the Yamas and the Niyamas, which if you know yoga, you know about the yoga postures. The Yamas and the Niyamas is the first 2 yoga postures, which are these like 10 principles that we live by type of thing. And then how yoga works, which is this really, really great story about this prisoner who taught the captain yoga, but like changed the whole ecosystem of this town because of yoga. Okay. So with that being said, I was aligning myself with all of the things that I wanted, all of the things that I said I want my man to be, all of the things that I said that I want to be for my man, what I want to be for my children and my family. But it's like I don't want to go into like all the details of the whatever, but like at the same time, I think it is really important to, align yourself with what you want. And if you want, marriage and family and all these things, you need to align yourself with those things. I remember watching, before I called last summer out, I remember watching a girl say to one of the guys, like one of these like, clips on the internet. She goes, the problem with you guys is y'all don't know when y'all see a good woman. Y'all don't know when y'all see a good woman. And the guy says, and I couldn't knock him. The guy says, well, you want to know what the real problem is? Y'all standing too close to the hose.
Facts. I done heard that.
Yeah.
I done heard that. Yeah.
Bars.
Yeah.
I said, whoa.
Shout out to bro.
Because when I look to the left and I look to the right and you got the same outfits on and you in the same spots and you in the same, you know what I'm saying, you dating the same niggas. Like I had one of the biggest hoes in the city plot on me. I know, bitch. Plot on me because of outside niggas.
Right. Yeah.
And you're just like, whoa, this is what outside is. So I was like, I'm the anomaly because I was in relationships for a long time, but I was in relationships with, like, I still was outside, like, I still was kicking it, I still, like, like, my guys was always lit, like, they always had some stuff, some motion going on, so, like, I always got to see the homies, how they move, like, I've never been blinded by the smoke and mirrors,
Right.
So that's why I have the mentality of, like, very much for the girls, okay, but understanding of what is actually going on in this world and like how the guys see it, so that's why they move the way that they move, so yeah, I believe that. I was just like, yeah, you know what, too close to the hose.
Yeah.
Gotta move around. And as soon as I started moving around, again, when you take the first step in anything, and it's just not even just relationship stuff or like, getting the stuff that you want, but like when you take the first step in anything, God be like, oh, I've been waiting for you to show up. Hey, here you go.
So it sounds like you put yourself in position to be ready for whatever was next in your life, whether it was your husband, friends, your business.
Yep,
you know what I'm saying? So now that you back out, rebranding, getting your face back in front of the camera. So again, we appreciate you for being on the show.
Of course.
So
this is my first time being on the mic in like 2015.
That's what I'm saying.
Damn,
so welcome back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Bring her out of retirement.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So I know Wall was saying he wanted to ask you some things in regards to your business. So,
of course.
bro.
Right, definitely. So,
beastatplaysport.com. Beastatplay.com. How did I say that? Beastatplay.com.
So, give us the aspects of Beast at Play. So we know it's clothing. We know it's...
So our whole goal, our whole mission is to humanize the maintenance of healthy and active living. Okay?
Yeah.
And so through original fitness content and one-of-a-kind workout experiences, we just show you what you can be doing in this fitness aspect, right? And so the mentality around it is if you watch the show 101 Ways to Play, you'll get motivated to try and do some things, right? So you might not come train with me ever. You might not ever be one of my clients, right? But you'll watch the show, you'll get motivated, and you'll start doing stuff in your community and showing up at these classes or showing up on walks or whatever the case may be to get you out and active, right?
Yeah.
If you train with me, you probably end up buying some apparel or watching the show or being a part of that Beats That Play community. If you don't do any of those things and you buy an apparel and you're the workout equipment and that puts you in our ecosystem and things like that. So I just tried to make a few touches where even if you can't one-on-one train with me, you still are a part of Beats That Play. You still are Beats That Play, you know? We say BAPS as well. To play on the 90s BAPS, but also
Black American Princess.
You know, but BAPS is not just a women, okay? Because Beats That Play sport is BAPS, so it's not just women. Anyone can be BAPS, but nonetheless, it's one of those things where like just anything that motivates you to keep to go. So that's why I say like humanizing this lifestyle. We all know balls to the wall, beast mode. Let's go. Like that's why it's Beats That Play because it's like. No, not beast mode. It's like I'm gonna do this forever because Beats That Play is in the gym, but Beats That Play is when I go outside and pop my shit too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like when I'm on them boats and I got my champagne and I'm doing my thing. Like that's Beats That Play.
Yeah.
But when I'm in the gym, that's Beats That Play.
Right.
And so it's just about creating different avenues and different outlets like the show 100 Ways to Play to depict that.
Vertical integration.
Yeah. Exactly. What kind of words, guys?
That's bro.
I know when I'm sitting with entrepreneurs.
It sounds like Beats That Play is not necessarily a brand, but an ideology as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Like when you talk about it's not just a one lane highway, it's not just a 2 lane, it's multifaceted.
Exactly.
Where like it ain't got to be every day in one area. It could be a whole myriad of things.
Exactly.
And that's super dope. And I'm glad that when we have guests on here, y'all see the versatility and what they do and how they do. So we want y'all to tap in with just Jackie B. Like this is a super dope episode. I'm glad that you came on.
Definitely one of my favorite episodes.
Definitely one of my favorites. But we not letting you out of here yet.
Oh.
I do have a segment. We do have a segment. We kind of mentioned it before, the What's Your Why segment. People like, what's your why? What's your why? What does that mean? I think a lot of times when you're a CEO, when you rebranding yourself, when you are finding new romance, when you just have new avenues in your life, sometimes we got to wake up and ask ourselves, what keeps me going or what got me started? What's keeping me motivated? So the What's Your Why segment is simply what keeps you going. It doesn't have to be a person. It doesn't have to be a place. It doesn't have to be a thing. It can be something, the energy from your energy.
Damn.
I heard it.
That's a bar.
I heard it before he said it.
That's a bar.
He didn't even have to say the second energy before I knew
Shout out
which
to
energy
Lupe.
he said, you know?
Yeah, I was gonna give you more credit than that, but okay, Lupe.
I mean,
I was gonna say Confucius, but okay.
But Miss Jackie B, what is your why?
So my why is integrated. My why, my family is, and my siblings specifically will always be heavy why for me. I just think that creating an example of freedom is really my why, and they are the reason that I feel so prone to do that. It's just like I don't never want anybody in my life, but especially my siblings, to do anything because they had to do it, like because like society said so, or because they didn't have an outlet to choose. You know what I'm saying? Like I want everyone around me to have the choice to practice and flex the choice of their lives. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking it because it was given to me. It's just like I'm the same way with men. Just because you come smiling on my face, that don't mean you can come holler. Like just because you show interest, like for my girls, please. Like the guys, every guy is not the guy, and every good guy is not the guy, because you know that's the good guys love to play like I'm a good guy, and it's just like you can drop him too, sis.
That gave me an idea.
When deserving, not just anybody, but you know, y'all know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And so it's like this life is not to be settled for. I love that little meme that says, "Y'all, we are aliens inside of a flesh body or something, like a flesh skin floating on a rock in the middle of a galaxy." Like
some Men in Black shit.
None of this shit is real. Please
Right.
do what the fuck you want to do, and I mean it with no harm done to others. And that's what all the like spiritual girls say. Hey, you can have your way with this world with no harm done to others.
Facts.
That's all it's about. And if I can be the example of freedom, I'm gonna do that.
I love that.
Every
man.
time.
I appreciate that, Jack.
Of course.
Again, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Oh yeah. Part
again-
2. Let's.
I feel like because we haven't even touched on all the
Dang!
things.
we-
It
hey.
never fails, y'all.
Yeah.
I do.
It
I
never
feel like we
fails.
haven't
It
touched
never
all the
fails.
things.
Part 2.
Everyone-
We need to be in the gym.
Part
Oh yeah.
2.
Well, you got to do a 101 Ways to Play episode. Then.
Okay.
All right,
I'm with
there
it.
we go.
I'm
That's
with
what
it.
we'll do. We'll do
I'm
Humble
down.
Pie invades 101 Ways to Play.
Yeah.
And we'll do that.
So y'all hear the collab is coming.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. So in order to stay tuned, make sure you like, comment, subscribe,
Subscribe.
hit the notification button, and follow my guest at
Just Jackie B without the T. That's JUS Jackie B. And then visit that website, beastatplay.com. You can sign up for training programs. You can buy some apparel. You can buy some fitness equipment. You can watch 100 Ways to Play.
Support.
And that's it,
Support.
y'all.
Support. And she ain't said this, but the YouTube finna turn back up too.
Yeah.
I'm putting it on. I ain't. She ain't said it.
Because she
Like,
said she accountable. So
right. You know what I'm saying?
you know.
Everybody
She
actually
got too much content
I'm
on
not gonna
YouTube
lie to you. The
not
streets
have
been
content
asking
on
me
YouTube.
the streets been asking me to get back into my interview space. So I am.
Oh, well.
I am. That's why I literally put it out there that like I want to come in and start.
But your
you know,
workout
flexing
stuff,
and
shit,
talking.
stuff
And,
that need to be on there too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
all of that, everything, man. You got too much
You know what it
monetizable
is,
stuff.
though, guys? This is my thing. And this
Oh.
is, I'm sorry.
Nope, we not gonna. No, we gonna say that for part 2, y'all. We gonna say that for part 2.
You want to hear what she about to
Nope.
say right now?
Nope, she not gonna
You
do
want to hear?
that.
it? Watch part 2 of this interview.
That's the cliffhanger, and we out.
Gang shit. Fuck all that lame shit.